EDG versus All Gamers. EDG have changed their comp. They've moved away from Silver and they've got the Gecko. Which, honestly, if nobody's becoming a bit of a Gecko one-trick, I'm all for that. Pichu's about to get a scare of his life, but he still gets one. At least that's a good read to know that EDG are mental enough to push through a smoke like that. But now you're in a 4 versus 3. KO Knife's got some good information. Whatever you were planning on doing before has to be reset. But yeah, you're looking at what's alive. There's no Viper, so this Viper wall, which is pretty much the default way of doing it, not in at the moment, and nobody is just facing on the angle. Stood on a box, assuming that this is going to be the first point of contact and not up here or not up here. And he's right. He's just, I can't believe he's just like actually ego peaked it and he's won. He's reloading and he's back in off of a KO flash. I mean, the flash was sick actually that came in from Haodong. Jesus Christ. It's one of the few All Gamers pistols that they've ended up losing. I mean, it's a good idea though. He's like, there's no owl drone to clear this. There's no really any utility for them to use to get past this angle other than a Gecko flash. But they wanted to full contact because they didn't want to give away what they were doing, which is fair enough. Look at this very interesting buy-up. 2 rifle, well, 1 rifle, Bulldog, Guardian, Marshall, Ghost for Haodong. KO gets some good information there. Nobody's just fighting again. He's pretty much got his flash online already. Nice 4K. Alright, yep, you got your fresh by round 3. Sage instead of a duelist, thoughts? Yeah, that's like my go-to. I think what Gentlemates and KC do on this map are some of my favorites. I don't really like KO on this map, just full stop. Like Gecko, Sova, Sage, Viper Killjoy is like my god comp. Is the Team Heretics comp your favorite? Low key, like I think running Reyna and Jet, if you just want to do something that's really like disruptive, works fine. I mean, we've already seen that KC are a team that like they can play meta stuff and they can cook up things against really meta comps. But if you pull some super non-meta out against them, they tend to like look a little bit more rattled. I don't know if Gentlemates is out right now.
从天而降的一个零点修弹，把 B 点的2个人的位置给探出来了，应该是。但这个 B 点有可能是 AG 故意卖给你的信息，他巴不得天上有一颗零点修弹看到。是，暴露出来位置是奇乐和蝰蛇。对 ，EDG 看一下怎么消化这个。
For me personally, when like Reyna's picked, I mean, there's some time like you've got to just view it as like if you're picking Reyna, you are like it's a Hail Mary. That's fine. But when I see like, oh, they're playing Reyna, this is so suboptimal. What are these teams doing? Sometimes you just need to go and do what Bren said and shoot them in the fucking face. Sorry, Sliggy. Recording this VOD onto his channel. All gamers are leaving this very late in the day. You got no Sage Roll. You know, Sage Roll would be nice here, right? And time, it's done. What a round to lose. 4 people still alive and you couldn't get the plant down. Right. All gamers looking any good? Across the stage, they're looking alright. Today, not great. You can't play such a slow B hit against a team of 4 Molly agents. No way to protect them. Well, you got Harbor Cove, but it's not stopping the mollies, that's for sure.
那这样的话，第4分 AG 是靠着保下来的3把枪去打一个残阵，而防守方直接骑到了民居，康康架到自己 A 点2楼的一个高点位，非常的舒服的一个位置。
这个确实是可以算是。
The fact that Chichu could be this brave, that he's got his turret and Lambot, and he just watched this angle with a Guardian.
那么多的那么一枪的机会了啊！看到底下人了，那么可怎么办呢？要推技能走了。
Because I think if you're going to run Harbor and Viper, you want to be trying to influence this a lot more. That's what DRG do really well with it. Like, they put TCH into positions where you can Poison Cloud this, or like Harbor Wall this, and you can just allow little bits, like pockets and stuff, for a Viper to sneak through and lurk. Means that the Viper doesn't need to worry about being the main controller. They can like lurk a bit more. Good push up from Spitfires, needed. 3v3, this isn't needed, but it might catch him by surprise. It isn't a good place to be fighting. Stop holding W, please. Just getting one there. You had the advantage. You can, like, you know, back down here or just stay here. Just buy time. Because if you, like, just hang around here, they can't really do this at the pace that they're doing it. You planted the spike. Almost too easy. I mean, it went from Spitfires making a great play to an exceptional play to ruining it in quick succession. How does that Mosh get a kill? Because they're right on this, like, pocket, I think. They might have been quite low, too. A fantastic shot. Oh, right. I don't know why Sod9... I guess he didn't realize that you... I can definitely see those moments where you like don't realize that you're like quite in it, or you walk into it by accident. Nobody turned into somebody. Yeah, turned into something. Yeah, I mean, especially when you've planted the spike, right? Just... EDG's biggest enemy isn't the 3 players alive, it's the clock. So it's like 4 versus 2.
现在对于进攻方来说，说实话，你应该庆幸说还好 EDG 不是这张图的进攻方，否则
This might be a very quick stream. It might be a very quick day. What's the game tomorrow? Because tomorrow starts at the same time, which isn't 1 p.m. It's midday for me. And FPX maybe, perhaps. It is Wolves versus JDG. So are we expecting a Wolves win? Or JDG's first win? I don't know how I'm going to feel with that game. So I like both the teams, but I just want to see Well, Wolves can still make it. But I don't want to see JDG go 0-5 in a stage. Yeah, Wolves definitely need to win for playoffs. Alright, all gamers have a full buy. KO Knife's got some information at least. Nobody's close, nobody's fighting aggressively. Kung Kung as the operator. Lambot underneath in the turret watching the cross, which again, this isn't being disrupted at all. Which just makes EDG's life very easy. In fact, they could even like push this and flank all the way around and have mid control, and you're going to be panicking. But at least all gamers plant the spike. Spitfires is aggressively facing. I don't mind that too much. Everybody else is getting into position. Spitfires has at least got a snake bite out early. Turret's been broken, so they know that somebody's flanking. It gets information on 2. The Thrash is good. Really good position. And did it get 2 of them? Bunt was trying to protect them. Oh, no, only got 1. But luckily, Spitfires has had to back off here. But that's good information. EDG saw Spitfires here like 20 seconds ago. Now they know he's here. So they know that nobody's really playing on site now. That Reckoning is used behind them to get the KO. Alright, they do get it in the end. I mean, it looked way more chaotic than, like, having 3 people survive there. Thought it was descending more into mud.
低包给威胁和绕后这件事情的协同没有做到最好，这导致对面在。
Do you want to do a power ranking after split one? Yeah, probably. We're going into playoffs. I could do pick'ems and top 3 the teams a bit more. It's a good shot though from Haodong. Alright, you get on the boards. At what cost though? Kung Kung still is an op because of the money. Showstopper for Spitfires. Snakebite use. KO knife gonna hit 2 of them. So what does Kung Kung do here? You can't dash out. Was there a KO flash there too? Really nice. Here though, Monk, this is a terrible peek. That is a terrible idea. No fear. I don't know if he's still, like, did he have his cove? He was just full sending it. Wait, what on earth are we thinking? K-Knife gets Chi-Chu on site. Well, K-Knife's used. They know where Haodong is. They know where Chi-Chu is. The flash isn't great because it didn't hit either of these 2 players. Oh, nice fights from Spitfires. 1 versus 1. Haodong versus Sword9. Old assistant coach for EDG versus the IGL. That's why I was coaching. Oh man, all gamers, come on. Like, you could even get the kill here. You've got this Viper wall. Get the kill here. You can cut noise. Maybe even go back to like mid, go back to A. See if they're flanking you, pushing up. But instead you send it. You send in your harbor first. This is great. This isn't. Here, like, I don't mind Spitfires trying to go for more. It's just a chaotic fight. But I don't know why Sword9 goes and peeks for that. That's why he's coaching. Now, to be fair, Sword9 has been amazing. Like, he's been such a good IGL and a good addition for all gamers.
Delby 刚拉出来的位置也是被 Nobody 稳稳的给补下。
这种交战距离太远了，最后小火龙跳上来的时候，队友已经没人了，所以他这把判官是没有任何空间的。
Flawless, I mean, done in 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Usually it's unexpected. Yeah, but I judging on how Haodong played it, I don't think he thought it was unexpected.
这一下也是等于给 EDG 不管是在经济储存
Like, even though like, put it this way, when the plant is down, it's a 1 versus 1. Who should the pressure be on more? The attacker or the defender? Should be the defender, right? Because the defender not only needs to like either get the kill, but he needs to get the defuse. They have 2 things to do. The attacker, all they need to do is like get the kill or play for time. So the fact that Haodong can comfortably sit and let you get pressured by the situation for you to just peek out and panic almost. This is like EDG are like 4-1 up, so like, yeah, we lose this round, whatever. Fantastic shot from Kung Kung, to be honest. This is a good split, though, actually. Much better from all gamers. And just because of the stuff that Spitfires was doing last time, you did have Smoggy backing off all the way to watch Kitchen until Chi-Chu got into a position. Not a great fight. Again, I don't mind 3 players being in a post-plant position and then you just let Spitfires try to do duelisty things. Like, I like giving duelists the freedoms to try and make plays because even if they don't get the kill, they get information. Again, Sword9, like, peeking because they're just in a bit of a rough spot. Great mollies, though, to delay this, but the snakebite, the flash is just yeeted out. They're on the defuse. Good fight. Double peek this together. Really nice from all gamers, yeah. You finally won a game. Congrats. Is it a hot take to say that EDG top 3 in Shanghai? Yeah, I'd say so. I think the spicier take, which I'm a fan of, FPX top 3 at Shanghai. That's not necessarily my take, but I'm thinking, like, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, ooh, I like that.
哇
，Nobody
真的也很敢，直接站在了一个世界位上。
That's the one I'm like
赌你不来
spicy.
最后一个身躯啊，人也没有下跳。
假的，
是。
Well, like EDG top 3. It's not that it's like lukewarm. I just don't think it's likely. Like I haven't seen enough from EDG to make me think that they could out fundamental some of these teams. Whereas FPX is like, we've got better at our fundamentals, we're a lot tighter as a team, but we're also just playing ridiculous comps.
直接做揽城过来了，
没有闪哦，现在索纳已经没有闪了，进攻方没有太多压制对面视野的技能。
Trace top 3 is like you're on whatever drug that you're on. Give me a slice.
进不了，我觉得至少要等一等。其实还有50秒，是 AG 没有那么急，时间没有那么去压制到他们的正面1v1球。
I think China's region can do quite well just because it is in Shanghai. Home buff. 4v3 though. Spike still hasn't been planted. And Monk again, like, he's not even going for the plant. Nobody's just on this corner. You just can't clear him. Alright, they clear him. Now it's Kung Kung with an op. He has Blade Storm though, so with Bunt being 13 HP, not even just running in with a shot, he might catch him. Yeah, that's the Blade Storm.
巨人直接选择驾驭了这个回合。
对面零点修弹还没好，
刚刚
没有办法收他的刀，
再去操作一下的。
零点修弹给到了错误的方向，没有收掉，有没有意识到其实在另外
Yeah, nicely done. Putting Sword 9 first as well because he has the higher health. Didn't even get hit.
腐蚀掉康康比较多血量的情况下，剑九拿下了这个餐具。
这一分其实零点修弹相当于做了个排除法啊，帮他确保说另外一头这个截锋不在，那大概率这个截锋就从另外一边绕过来。
但是对于 EDG 来说，他们的经济情况还是会比较乐观的，所以我觉得这个其实也是更多的。刚刚在这个回合选择驾驭巨人。
DRX of Hitbricks, Hopium. I mean, I don't think we can say if Americas or EMEA are at the table when it comes to who are favorites until we see like playoffs, right? And we don't know who's even making playoffs, never mind who's making it from those regions. Because, you know, like if Fnatic just suddenly look a lot better and they just dominate in playoffs, you'd say that they're a favorite.
一个混起的分数，
给康康已经送到了这样的一个位置，球球又是数位已经点掉了一个人，但是 Monk 的补枪还来得比较快。
Chichu has been a little bit over aggressive, but this is like a low buy for them. Crash is going to get used. Oh, thankfully it is broken. They know that somebody's in the tube, but they've managed to just get out. Monk doesn't have a cove anymore because I think he used it to try and protect himself from all of the shit that was just happening. But now they're just walking over towards B main. Which, with this information, 2 people pushing up, they hear nothing. KO knife mid sees nothing. This should be the natural reaction. Why do I feel it's Smoggy? Even though he is a sheriff, he's going to get one here. He might kill Monk, but it'll be a headshot, so it'll be even more funnier.
给了0点秀，他也知道点内是没有更多人在了。护流也已经给了出来，技能是完全
这个暴雪他要留给手包用，是有点贪，但他贪到了，
真贪到了。
Snake just sort of sent out.
我们看到刚刚第一时间是在 A 和中路的，
而且等会儿大概还有20秒左右，他就会重生。
Every team looks a mess. I mean, good teams playing up against other good teams could sometimes produce mud Valorant.
看一下会不会触发，好，有点
会吧。
We've definitely seen a lot more mud Valorant, but assuming that mud Valorant comes from 2 bad teams, that's jail Valorant. Mud Valorant is 2 good teams or... Yeah, 2 good teams, one of them playing badly. And even one team playing scrappy can bring the other one down, quality-wise. Good retake, though, from EDG. Again, it's one of those rounds where, like, things get a little bit close. I think even all gamers were in a 4v5. And it was a low buy for EDG.
搓搓手，感觉这个马枪马的有点。
Hey, yo, Kung Kung.
这个鼠标垫的配合并不是很好，
跟熟悉的自己不是一个味儿。但
对的，
我们看到这一把里面啊，这张3动奥里面2个先锋之间的配合相当之多。就 KO 跟KO 跟。
Did you do your Pacific pick'ems for playoffs? Not yet, actually. Maybe I could do that at the end of the stream. Sorry, I'm trying to get into this corner of my chair.
更多是防守方支架的一个方式，而这种反清更多是2个先锋之间做一个联动。
夸张好 ，Nobody 这个数据17，
对，就其实有点把 Nobody 作为影子决斗的一个位置样子在打了。
对的，2个先锋互相在帮助。
对，就浩东的闪去丢出去，然后让 Nobody 变成了一个决斗位。
扑流掩护队友过点，打一个穿烟闪，效果非常好，贴到脸上，我的天
！Nice try, I guess, from Spitfires. Pretty much an eco. Shellstopper's used here. It's dodged again by Kung Kung.
他主要是怕浩东的无效命令，所以他
I don't think it was really that close, but he did updraft to get out of the way of it. And he gets sword 9. And I think he knows that there's one player GL. Yeah, he's just pinged them. They peek together. They line up on top of each other. Just give the guy an ace. Just do it. Just do it. Everybody's here for it. Oh, boo, Spitfires. Get off the stage.
这2分打完，我觉得对于 AG 来说，热闹是热闹了，但是
不是热闹，感觉也都是 EDG 的呀。
对，而且你要考虑到其中有一分热闹是在 EDG 的存钱分，其实被翻了。对，最终是被翻了。你中间经历了非常多的曲折，什么中路化解到这边的无敌超杀，救了个人出来，但是你还是被翻了。然后这一分又在自己的彻底的存钱分，又没有给到对面太多的威胁。对的。
Yeah, if I'm doing I'll do my Anders impression. I need to like. Straight up, like massive traps, you know, really like perfect posture. He'd be like, it's because of the mid-rounding meta that I helped put together, we're in less of a strength side of that. Utility by proxy, yeah, that's it. That's all I got from today. Oh no. Anders be glazing himself. To be fair, he is quite literally the Eric Andre show. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
其实，在前点拿到这个击杀之后，我觉得 AG 是大可以把这个节奏压下来。现在表上还有60秒不止，他们可以随便去规划自己想要打的东西。现在对于他们来说，威胁最大是那个全面封锁。
But it suited Fnatic because Fnatic are very good at taking something very simple and then having adjustments and protocols depending on the situation. But they didn't have a load of strats off the rip. It was like, we have this like one default that splits into dozens, if not hundreds of different variations, which is very like mid-rangey, mid-roundy naturally. And it lends itself to agents like Viper and Sky who can keep using utility frequently, or putting the wall up and down, Sky flashing every 35 seconds.
索难肯定是没命了，所以是一个2打4的残局。这波假打的代价颇高。是。
只剩2个人了。那甚至 AG 剩下这2个人都要选择比较激进的一个打法。
Anything cool in these games so far? No, not really.
吃力发闪现，按兵不动，不出枪就是最好的伪装色。险些有一个1传2，但是皮蛋已经。
I think both teams outrunning the best comps, Neil. But what else is new? Another 8-4 half.
残局，他们接住了队友给的余波，哇！这是拿命换来的假打。
I mean, EDG have changed their comp to play the Gecko KO. But a lot of what they're doing is just not being cleared. Maybe all game is overextending. Doing this 400 times this half.
但我只要出枪了，我就肯定会把第一时间的机会就丢掉了。主要这个地方也确实是在丢丢已经被打掉了。
Do you spot any team in the playoffs, or are you just a neutral? It depends on the match, really. Like I like all gamers. I want to see like teams just do well and improve.
终于是在热闹里面是热闹回来自己的1分啊。
对，拿回来了属于自己比较关键的这样的1分了。
I just don't want JDG to just keep getting destroyed. That's the only team I like actively support.
这个我们其实无畏契约的这个表情包里面有很多是这个致敬的梗啊。对的。
Can Will still qualify? Yeah.
老2次元了。是的。哎，这个怎么有人怎么有不一样借机对吧？
The stage arena looks cool and challenging. To be fair, this is going to be the arena that they played the first part of Shanghai in, Neil. So, with any luck, you'll be experiencing playing there. Did you guys like answer why you played Jet Reina on this against KC? Did you see that some some Chinese teams ran Viper Reina last week? BLG did it and Tech did it, and they both won. So 100% win rate with a comp so far, I think, in T1.
要怎么样去限制一下 Nobody 选手他的手感和状态？对。
I mean, that's just, I think it's like a good idea though, because it feels like KC went like, whether it's the foot comp on Lotus, whether it was the Reina Jet, they just don't seem to be very good at dealing with weird stuff. You just went for something simple. Yeah, I mean, it's a Hail Mary. And it's also like if you end up losing that map, you're just like fucking whatever. Let's go on to like our pick.
是相当关键的，而且甚至是如果上一个回合 AG 能够成功的拿到自己的首将区，对吧？那个这个局面又会不一样。
Wasn't the comp FX run against KC at Madrid? I don't know.
这个首枪局怎么去抓住当下了？
给到了中路的丈云，直接
But I think they did it for a similar reason.
听到了有射击炮台在这个地方，两个人要去 solo， 给 Delby 已经先头部命中了。
Delby 得走。
Yeah, FX did choke on that map. They had, what, like 2/3 of the first kills and still lost because Berlin couldn't stop pushing this. Anywho, new half, chance for all gamers. Their pistols are usually top tier. This is scary to even attempt to do. But EDG are going to do it anyway because Chi-Chu's found that space in mid. They put the... I wonder if this is a bit of an anti-strat. Like maybe they know that all gamers put their Killjoy utility on ace. They're like, well, let's just bum rush mid. So I was gonna say, if you just have a normal setup in mid with stuff, you'll do a lot better with it too. They know that he's here. Kungu's trying to get on the angle first, and he just wins the fight. It's not often that you see all gamers losing both pistols on a map.
在这个交战还在激烈进行的时候，皮蛋已经悄悄带着爆能器进到 A 部署区去了，
偷偷溜进去安置爆能器了。
这也是皮蛋比较方便的。
I do actually look at Madrid. I didn't watch them.
大家中路都尬着，对吧？我的皮蛋就进去了。是，他只要能看到这个包点的任何一个地方，就可以把包带进去。
Yeah, for them it was just.
是。
They surprised themselves, I think, with how much they mechanically matched up to teams. That they were going and fighting against KC, but coming out with better numbers. But I think once things went quiet, FPX didn't really know how to go about gaining information. So they'd either sit back and just kind of let an execute happen to them, or more likely, especially on maps like this, they would overextend for information. They just played with so much confidence, and they almost like doubled down on doing the silly things because they didn't want to be conditioned away from it. Nice Marshall shot. Nice Sheriff shot. Brave positioning, no, for all gamers. If you put a stack on A and it still doesn't work. Yeah, scrims don't matter. But also, wasn't KC their first game? So why would they have scrimmed them after they played against them?
这感觉有点没商量好，刚刚2楼的队友没有想要去避开这个丢丢，然后去抽第二个拉出来。
Yeah, like I'm a Hull City fan saint, and I remember like one of the quotes that Phil Brown used to say a lot when we got promoted is like, "We're making mistakes in the championship we would have got away with, but against Premier League level teams, they just exploit the shit out of it." And that's kind of what China's been. That's why when EDG lose, they get hammered. They get demolished on a lot of maps. Because the usual like confidence magical stuff that they were doing that should have been exploited more actually was getting exploited to the point where they just looked toothless. Yeah, I'm really excited for FPX. Like, I know that Berlin does his best like Angel impression a lot of the time, but actually listening to him talk and how that role-wise the team's been put together, it doesn't matter if we don't have like if it just really turns into a no Viper meta. I don't think it matters because you've got Autumn on that role and he can play pretty much anything at this rate. Yeah, it seems like a really like intelligent team. Probably one of the most self-aware Chinese teams I've seen. Great peek, actually. Neither of them are watching it. They still win the round though, so that's good. On a KC versus FPX Lotus so bad. That's when FPX would pull out like Clove, won't they? They will just giga cook with it, you know, they'll overdo it. China Spring and Autumn, where Summer and Winter. Yeah, we're still waiting for them. There's surely a pro play called Winter too.
非常够打的。
Gecko flash over the top. It's a good flash, but how easy is it to get to it? It's landed on top of on pipes. It's given Spitfires permission. He is just all in, isn't he? Oh, and then Sword 9 peaks 2. You almost killed 3 of them.
有蝰蛇在的，棒的跟球就打了一个照面，把自己的仗云升起来了。
就这一波闪存过在反清，我觉得
Spitfires needs an off button.
第一时间跳起来的人没有打死，
对，
然后也导致对面所有
Because once he's like peeking and crouching, he might as well just glue himself to the floor.
说到底确实是比较困难啊。
血流会留了一个，
给到了黄香的0点嗅探，仗云升起来，
There's the fresh.
但是无敌超杀
Anything to stop it? I mean, good spray.
哎呦，
I like the little scared jump from Bunt. Good read to know that they were going to sort of wrap around on the site.
其实是很难架得住的。
But you're up against Smoggy. Like, his aim too good. Wow, even Kung Kung's just going like that. I'm on 43 HP. I am a killjoy turret.
下来的声音，
溜了，
对。
Oh, yeah, saving these guns is important. That's such a shame. Look how low they are.
就是爆枪。
问题是分数怎么办呢？这一分分的分在
下一分可能会抢起。
对，
你现在经历来看，因为 Monk 这个3450，如果加1000的话，下一分是可以抢起的。
对的。
他可以给队友发。
I mean, I don't think I could be confident to say I don't think that this team's going to make Shanghai, especially for like EMEA. Like, I don't know who's in.
EDG 集合。
Like, part of me is just like I don't even want to think about the permutations.
往典礼藏的话，应该是比较难找。
这真的不往 A 点外面再走一走吗，朋友们？也来不及，腹肌不大，这3秒应该也来不及再过来。
Like the whole playing opposite group stuff just make it incredibly complicated.
一分对于 AG 来说，可能说是决生死一分。
对，因为要抢起，要进 all in 自己的。
Yeah, they lost on Breeze to EDG.
结果怎么样了？
But I do think that like EDG played the map really well. But at the same time, like FPX role swapped, they put Ayang on Astra instead of Sova. And I understand why they want they want Berlin to be playing with the team as the Sova instead of on their own as the Astra. But I don't know. Ayang's too good of a Sova, and I really like Berlin on the Astra too. EDG always lost occasionally in regionals, even before Tokyo. It's just that EDG have been in the radar now. People are overreact when EDG lose. I mean, there's a hyper overreaction to good teams losing at the moment. Fnatic lost. Boaster washed. Sentinels are losing. Refund the Sentinels bundle. Bleed's a different story, but you get my point. Like, there has never been more of a time to have wishing for teams' downfall circle jerks. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... people are addicted to it right now. And also they're like, oh, did you see that EA and Bleed were like 11-2 down in a scrim against the Game Changers team? Does it matter? Do I care? No. Should you care? Probably not. It's a scrim. You're also directly insinuating that because it's a Game Changers team, they can't be good. Which is also kind of a crappy thing to do. Like, imagine how you feel if you're like a, if you're one of the Game Changers players and you see people talking about that. You might be like, oh, we played really well there. Like, we were trying to and it went fantastic. We should be proud of it. And then everybody's like, lol, how did Bleed do badly against this Game Changers team? Like, first of all, do we even know that that was a thing? And second, maybe Bleed were playing with their coach because one of them was like ill and stuff to do.
AG 也在动，但是 A 点没打过怎么办？
害怕数位格贴到脸上了，看一下索奈跟球球这个位置挺关键的，剑球也是没有预料到在厨房已经有人在。
This is just way too dominant. Kung Kung's got a good angle here. Spitfire's not aware. Flawless, yep. Maybe one of the quickest series that we've seen, but that's just the EDG way.
这也是你没有少尉的问题，对吧？你没有奇乐的问题，
不知道人在哪。这个奇乐前面的技能，
Not gonna name the team, but Monya got signed for Split 2.
你失去了中路的信息。
See when it comes out. Does it count if Monyet stays at Paper X? He's still signed there. I was right. No, it's not gonna count. I was gonna say.
但是结果是中路变成了一个不尴不尬的局面，然后防守方退了回来。当小火龙从中路的位置让出来，他就应该知道中路变成了一个不安全的位置。对的。
We've made it big. We've got breaking news with no source, just general.
想白马，康康在另外一头有收获。是，这波小火龙的朋友已经倒完了，而且中路也有被包抄，到处都是进攻方的强线。是的，中路也有进攻方的，厨房也是进攻方的强线。EDG 的人满地图都是。哎，绕回来看到了，铁栏杆稍微帮忙他挡了一点子弹，最后 LB 的位置也。
LB all on you. 13-5. So EDG, I think that means that they make playoffs. For all gamers, I think they're still in a fairly safe position. At least they were before this series, but the fact that they get 2-0'd and they kind of get demolished 13-5, 13-6, round differential is going to be a lot worse. It provides an opportunity for Tech at the weekend. Yeah, Tech didn't do that much better, but it might be against the other teams realistically. I could whisper Ryan the team name, don't, because like in the nicest possible way, I don't really care. I'd be glad to see Monyet on another team. I'm sure there's plenty of teams that could do roster changes that could benefit having Monyet on them, but I would prefer to just see it when it's announced. So either they have to win dominantly twice in the 2-1 or 2-0. So if they win 2-0, they're in. Right, gotcha. But yeah, this was EDG. They've got another series to play against Trace. Really good response after losing against FPX. Against all gamers who have been, like, realistically quite good. Definitely, like, should be around playoffs. I personally rate all gamers a little bit better than Tech. But I think all gamers' biggest problem is themselves. So, we'll see how they do.